Back on Vashon today, taking a look at the Mercedes again. This should fire up and pull right out, but it's having an issue where it drains the battery. So we're going to start backporting the fuses today to see if we can identify which circuit is draining the battery. That way Gramps can run this around without having to charge it or pull the battery heat off every time we go to run it. All right, the compressor's out of the shed. It's just sitting here idling, warming up a little bit. Gonna take it for a tool around the island and have a look at the circuits that are draining the battery when it's shut off. All right, we're here with Gramps and we are gonna figure out what is pulling the current out of this when it's shut off. So to test these, all you have to do is get just a regular old voltmeter and we can set it to the millivolt setting because it's going to be really small amounts of current if anything's getting pulled, usually. And then the fuses have got electrical contacts on the back of them. And so you can just put the leads across each of the circuits and see which one's pulling current voltage. And that'll be a culprit.
I don't believe that, so let me get my glasses on and let me look.
Part of the challenge is these modern cars, they have computer things that they do and phases that they go through when you first shut them off, but they should settle after a period of time. So, and this one's definitely draining long after it's shut off, and it's high current. So if I look,
it takes almost a week
to go bad.
Yeah.
So we got this only just barely set on here. And if you watch,
I know it's sparked.
This is sparking a lot.
Yeah.
That's way too much current.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to figure out which thing is pulling all the current. Grandpa's making sure he's keeping me honest. So he's watching for 0.
And we got a .5.
We got a .5, .6. Let's have a look. So we found one of the leads is drawing just a little bit of current. See, this one's got 0.3. And if we pull it off, more like bouncing around a little bit. And if we pick another one, so this one, for example, if there's no current, it'll be 0 for sure.
Okay.
So we'll keep going through it and find the ones that are drawing. Okay, this 5 amp one was drawing out to 0.5, but it seems like it's dropped down. So maybe it's, oh, I fell off of it, that's why. 0 now, so maybe we're okay there. Come back to this previous one that was at 5.
I'll put this up there.
Yeah, that one's still drawing a little bit. All right, now we're into the driver's side and we're gonna remove this little hatch which has the other set of fuses in here. Here's what we're looking at. So all of these 15 amp circuits I'll use the millivolts for, but the those are 7.5, yeah. We can check all of these on the millivolt settings. And the different pieces are brake lamps, beams, low beams, fog lamps, parking tail lamps, license plate, rear fog. So it's all light circuits. Let's see if any of these are also transmitting current. Look at this feller, that guy means business.
We're working.
We're gonna get this figured out. So we don't really know what we're doing, but we found another set of fuses. So we're gonna have a peek. This is all the emissions control. It looks like where all of the relays and what have you are in here, but there's also another set of fuses back here and they're numbered, so they're not spares. So I'm gonna take and see if any of these are drawing current and go from there. Well, we found something. So these two here that I pulled out were each pulling 60 millivolts a piece. So I yanked them out and we no longer have sparkage. So it's not clear immediately which fuses these go to, so we'll have to look that up. Although,
what's that say? Yeah, okay.
They are labeled here. Emissions control information.
Maybe
so we got intake manifold, throttle supercharger, air duct, fuel pressure regulator, check valve, air valve, check valve, map, sensor switch, blah, blah, blah.
It could be on, how about for...
So these are F3, F5, and F. Let's look a little bit closer here. Okay, so these are numbered F1, F2, F5. So the two that are drawing current are F1 and F5. This is the K40 relay module. I take it apart and examine all of the relays as well as the soldering components and join. Well, we've been at it for a few hours, tried lots of different things, unhooked the relay to the pneumatic pump in the back, pulled the K40 module out of it and all of those pieces, unhooked the seat connectors, and it still seems like it might be sparking, not 100% sure, but me and Grandpa's lady here are going to take it for a spin anyways, just to heat the engine up and have a little fun and let the oil lubricate everything, and we'll be back on it on a different day. Still not sure exactly what's going on with the parasitic draw. Okay, we got it fired up and we're pulling it out for the first time. Brakes are definitely a little rusty, but they should clear. And gonna get it out of our little Vashon Oasis driveway and out onto the main road. I think top speed around here is probably like 40 miles an hour. And we're just going to wake it up a little bit. It's been sitting all winter and maybe last year too. And bring it back, and we'll keep working on it the next time we can come out and have a look. Bunch of country roads out here on Vashon, all very pretty, but it's fun to kind of tool around in a sports car out here. We're just prior to spring, so getting pretty excited for the next year's round of firing up rigs and enjoying them. Well, it's been a full day. We're heading back on the Chutzmoka. We're gonna get in the car and head on back.